If you're a fan of thrillers, you might find yourself in for a treat with K-dramas that incorporate the genre. That's right, it's not always about romance, comedy, or melodrama. Sometimes, our talented scriptwriters and directors raise the stakes a notch and deliver an interesting collection of goosebumps-worthy works. With numerous thriller series to choose from, you might wonder where to begin. Allow us to bring you a list of 10 intense K-drama thrillers that will undoubtedly pique your interest and get your heart racing. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for recommendations on the best Korean movies and dramas. Number 1. Signal. When it comes to classic, must-watch K-dramas, they don't get much bigger than Signal. Released back in 2016, this thriller won the Baeksang Award for Best TV Drama, and it's easy to see why. The story starts simply enough as we follow criminal profiler Park Hae-young, who's tasked with solving a kidnapping case involving a culprit who has disappeared after the crime. In order to get to the bottom of things, Hae-young inexplicably begins communicating with an officer from the past called Lee Jae-han, thanks to finding a mysterious old walkie-talkie. As a result, the pair end up working together in different time periods to solve the case. Signal is a worthy Baeksang Award winner and, after watching all 16 episodes, it's easy to see why this show is so well regarded. Its ending is a definite point of contention, but beyond that, this is a well-written, utterly gripping, and enthralling crime thriller, a must-watch for anyone, whether you're a K-drama fan or not. Number 2. Mouse. Mouse, a 2021 drama, is far from portraying flowers and sunshine, as it revolves around a heinous serial killer linked to one of Korea's most notorious murderers. With the emergence of this new gruesome serial killer, a dedicated cop and police detective are on the lookout for a suspect. They never expected an even greater evil to lurk in the shadows as they followed the killer's bloody trail. The drama also delves into the psychological question of whether a murderer is born or created. Mouse tells the story of psychopaths, particularly a series of murders spanning a long period. It also speculates about the possibility of psychopaths experiencing remorse and guilt for their actions. Mouse is a well-crafted and thought-provoking Korean drama that delves into the darker aspects of humanity. Despite its flaws, it is a worthwhile watch for fans of the thriller and crime genre seeking an intense viewing experience. Number 3. Memorist. In this webtoon adaptation, Yoo Sung-ho stars as Dong Baek, a short-tempered detective with the gift of glimpsing into people's memories, while Lee Se-young portrays Han Sun-mi, a poised criminal profiler with an unorthodox character. A sinister serial killer on the loose brings these two together, ultimately leading them to join forces to put an end to the horrifying crimes and bring the culprit to justice. The clash of the two leads' characters adds to the excitement of the storyline. Dong Baek's playful yet serious when-need-be character and Sun-mi's assertive attitude are evident from the very first episode. As you binge-watch the drama, your brain will be thrust into the tangled events that will leave you bewildered on more than one occasion. Number 4. Kill It. Kim Soo-hyun, played by Jang Ki-young, is a merciless hitman who has now retired and taken another job as a veterinarian. His past identity is suddenly put on the police radar when Detective Do Hyun-jin, played by Nana, follows a lead that puts him in her way. She is set on solving the case, but what she finds out about him leaves her puzzled and shaken. If you're looking for an arc that keeps you on the edge of your seat, Kill It should be your pick. Both actors have shown insane talent in portraying their characters. Jang Ki-young flawlessly oscillates between his old mercenary persona and his current animal-loving self, and Nana masters the two sides of her personality coin as she successfully keeps a cold-hearted facade most of the time, but lets her kindness slip out every now and then. Number 5. Lawless Lawyer. Bong Sang-pil, played by Lee Joon-ji, is a badass lawyer who throws both physical and legal punches to bring people hiding behind power to justice. He hires Ha Jae-yi, played by Seo Ye-ji, a fresh lawyer who works by the book but ends up getting caught in a pickle after hitting a judge during a trial gone wrong. Together, they're determined to stop a couple of corrupted high figures in society and restore order, all while resolving some unfinished business from Sang-pil's past. Honestly, the title alone says a lot about the core of the drama. Mischief, suspense, and righteousness are all elements you will get in this drama. Plus, having Lee Jun-ji on the small screen is the perfect treat to accompany this compelling story. Number 6. Player. Starring Song Sung-hyun, Crystal Young, Lee Se-ian, and Tae Won-suk respectively as a mastermind con man, a professional driver, an elite hacker, and a robust fighter, the quartet forms an invincible team that fights crime in their own unique way. This romance-free and friendship-embedded drama is filled with just the right amount of comedy and adrenaline rush that go hand in hand, leaving us inevitably hooked to the plot. All of these appealing incentives aside, the incredible stunt work surely makes the player the best pick for a thriller to either slowly enjoy or watch whole in one sitting. Number 7. The Game, Towards Zero. The Game, Towards Zero follows Tae-pyung, played by 2PM's Tae-seon. When looking into someone's eyes, Kim Tae-pyung sees the moments right before their death. He takes advantage of his gift to earn money by selling this information to rich people about whoever they want. One day, he crosses paths with Seo Jun-young, a crime division detective whose death he can't foresee. Not knowing what this might imply, he tries to avoid her. But his power gets him involved in an unauthorized kidnapping case. Although he was never once wrong with his death predictions, he still helps the police find the body. The depth of both characters, combined with the great chemistry between the actors, and a surge of suspense that crowns the entire story, makes the drama all the more fascinating. Number 8. Psychopath Diary. Psychopath Diary follows Yup Dong-sik, a timid pushover driven to suicide after facing setbacks in his workplace, but witnesses a murder being carried out before he can do the deed. While trying to flee from the scene, he has an accident. He wakes up with amnesia and finds the psychopath's diary in his possession. With no other clues to his true nature than the diary and his fragmented memory lining up with the diary entry, he begins to believe that he is, in fact, a psychopathic serial killer. Psychopath Diary is an utterly bizarre blend of influences, mixing horror, dark comedy, and drama. It combines this with a trio of different stories interwoven together to produce enjoyable episodes. Number 9. Through the Darkness. In the 1990s Seoul, a series of brutal murders terrorizes the city. Guk Yoon-soo, portrayed by Jin Se-kyu, seeks to form an FBI-inspired team to hunt down the killers. Detectives, relying solely on initial evidence, mistakenly identify an innocent man as the suspect. However, Song Ha-young, played by Kim Nam-gil, believes the suspect is not the real killer. Recognizing Ha-young's expertise, Yoon-soo recruits him as a behavioral analyst to apprehend the true culprit. Despite the police force not yet acknowledging their team, Ha-young, Yoon-soo, and their statistical analyst Woo-ju persist in their efforts until the behavioral analysis team becomes an invaluable asset to the entire Seoul Metropolitan Police. This show is a must-watch for those who appreciate nuanced character development, gripping narratives, and a thoughtful examination of the darker aspects of humanity. Number 10. The Penthouse, War in Life. The Penthouse, War in Life is one of those dramas you can't stop watching once you start. The suspense, thrill, mystery, and drama make it so hard to tear yourself away from the screen, and all you can think is what's gonna happen next until you've finished the entire series. Cheon Seo-jin is a world-famous soprano who will do anything to fulfill her ambitions for her daughter. Shim Ryan is a wealthy woman living in Hera Palace, who has a tragic past and seeks vengeance. Oh Yoon-hee is a working-class woman who wants a bright future for her daughter, but financial woes and her bad blood with Cheon Seo-jin pose obstacles. When Min Seo-ae, a young girl, falls to her death at Hera Palace, their lives are changed forever. Penthouse is the twisted tale of these three women who will go to any lengths to protect their children. It's a story of education and real estate war, where everyone has something to hide and nobody can be trusted. If you enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with your friends and family. To stay updated with more fantastic content related to Korean dramas and movies, be sure to hit the subscribe button.